Many people have been a big part of my life. People that have been are my grandparents, my mom, lots and lots of my past coaches, and of course, many, many different teachers throughout my life. Many people have come and gone, but no one has had a bigger impact than this very special person. This one person that stands out to me is Arthur Ackles, or as I call him, my dad. My dad has always believed in me, cared for me, and of course is always teaching me many new things every single day. My dad is always encouraging me to go out of my way and always wants me to do my best. He always believes that I can do anything. I try to make him proud by doing well in school, making the sports teams, always trying, and being nice to my brother, which is harder than most people think. One time, I was not doing my best in school, and my dad was starting to notice my grades were dropping by the hour. So the next time I told him I had a huge test for ELA, which was not one of my better subjects, he helped me study for it for more than 3 hours straight without a break. After a couple of days, I got the test back, and a red pen it said 98. My dad and I were so excited. It was because of his encouragement and his belief that I got such a great score. Another time when I was in 4th grade. Basketball tryouts were coming up in a couple of months, and I wasn't exactly a very good player. My dad believed in me, and he helped me practice outside the next couple months. Before I knew it, tryouts were here. That November, when the teams were posted, I had made the A team. My dad always believes I can reduce the fighting with my brother, but he just keeps annoying me so much that I couldn't hold it in. But one day I realized that I had to stop. My brother had thrown a football at me when I wasn't looking. I just kept ignoring him until my father saw him doing this and immediately told him to stop. That day, my dad was so proud that I did not fight back and did not hurt my little brother. My dad always believes in me just as much as he cares for me. My dad is a very caring and loving person. Throughout my life, he has always been there to help me get back on my feet. He doesn't only do it for me, but for the people around him. In 5th grade, I had a disease called appendicitis, which is when your appendix gets infected and eventually break open. Luckily, my dad rushed me to the hospital on a Monday night so that I could get medical attention as soon as possible. The next morning, I had surgery and it was successful. My dad never left my side once when I was in the hospital during my recovery. Another time, I was riding my bike, and while riding, I fell off and got this huge scrape on my leg. I was screaming and in so much pain. As soon as my dad heard me, he came rushing outside and picked me up and brought me inside the house quickly to put some healing medicine on it. Finally, he put a couple of bandages and I felt so much better. A couple of years back, in my final season playing football, I was attempting to tackle a player on the other team, and a helmet came and hit my elbow. I fell straight to the ground in so much pain. My dad came out of the stands with a paramedic and helped me get off the field so they could check what was wrong. Luckily, it was only a sprained elbow, and it healed quickly. My dad showed his care also for other people as well. One time, my neighbor was riding her bike, and she slipped and fell. Her arm was completely broken. My dad stopped what he was doing to come and help her get back to her house. My dad saved her from any more pain. My dad is very caring, but he is an even better teacher. My dad has taught me how to do so many things throughout my life. He is by far the best teacher that anyone could have. When I was just 6 years old, my dad said that I should try and learn how to ride a bike with only 2 wheels. I was a little scared because I had never done anything like that before. So I took off my training wheels and I started riding with him, holding onto my bike. After just one trip around my circle, he took his hands off and let me go. I was riding on 2 wheels all by myself thanks to my dad. My dad also taught me how to play all the sports. Ever since I was able to walk, he was always practicing with me every day outside in the front yard. I kept getting better and better. Before I knew it, tryouts for every sport that I love were here. My first year of eligibility, I made all the sports teams. The reason for this is my great dad. I was so happy, and my dad was very proud of me. My dad also taught me how to play video games. When my dad was young, he loved to play video games just like me. When I was 8 years old, I got my first PlayStation. I was so excited, but I had no clue whatsoever how to play it. During that Christmas vacation, my dad constantly played and showed me how to play. After a week, I knew how to play all by myself. Once again, thanks to a great teacher, my dad. My dad is such a great person overall. I wish that everyone had a dad as great as mine. Hopefully you can see why I chose my dad, because of his belief, teaching strength, and he's always caring. My dad is a great influence on anyone who knows him.